Hey YouTube, today I'm going to take you to a pet store unlike any other. Quite a few of the animals that they have for sale at this store I've never seen for sale in person. I think you are really going to enjoy this.
That's how you truly know a pet store is doing well, when they have a Lamborghini parked next to their pile of pallets.
Zoink, Scoob! This footage is shakier than the last time I seen a ghost.
So besides how shaky my shots are, I am going to have to apologize for all the glare on the glass. There's a lot of windows in this pet shop. Made it very hard to focus and to get good, clean, crisp images. But this guy right here is actually a black piranha. He's probably anywhere from 16 to maybe 18 inches long. This guy is huge. He's actually for sale for like $1,000, which I know is crazy, but he's such an impressive specimen. Just gorgeous animal. But I'm also going to have to apologize. I don't know a lot about fish. I know some, but I'm just now kind of getting into the realm of fish keeping. I've always been a reptile guy. That's my specialty. So just bear with me if it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about, because that's pretty much the truth. But we're actually at Aqua World Pet Super Center today in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you're ever in the area, come check these guys out. They have a little bit of everything, from saltwater fish to freshwater fish. I've read on the internet they actually have 20,000 gallons of water in the store, so it's quite impressive. As you've seen the Lamborghini in the first clip, pretty impressive. I was hoping that they were running some sort of sale, like buy 3 guppies and get a free ride in the Lamborghini. It's not actually owned by the store, unfortunately. Bummer. But here we have this big tiger Oscar. Absolutely beautiful fish. I love looking at the fish, all the colors, and they're just really fun to watch. In this store, they have so many planted tanks, so much life, you know, inside and outside of the tanks. As you've seen that first tank, the pothos growing almost all the way through the store. It's very impressive. Just beautiful selection of animals here. I love the discus. The colorations are just to die for. Actually, inside this tank right here, they have some Albino Arowana. I've never actually seen these in real life. But just awesome planted tank, beautiful fish. Here we have quite a few angelfish. They're very pretty fish to keep. It's kind of hard to see them, such a big tank and such tiny fish, and I didn't get too focused in on any of them. This is some sort of pike. I'm not exactly sure if it's like a pike cichlid or what it is, but it's a nice arowana here. I absolutely love those fish. Very beautiful. This is a yellow-tailed barracuda, so this is a freshwater barracuda, very fast fish. We also have the big old Oscar over here in the side. The middle fish, I have no clue what it was. This is a huge red-tailed catfish. Honestly, he don't look that big from the video, but he's a very good size. And a big old Plecostomus, big algae eater. There's some more angelfish. Absolutely beautiful to watch. That pure white one was really pretty. Here's some saltwater. I don't know anything about saltwater. Here's some of the Peacock Cichlids. These guys are gorgeous. Anyway, I think these are the Peacock Cichlids. I've been looking at like some OB Peacock Cichlids. I've been thinking about starting up a tank. These guys are gorgeous.
There's the scorpion leaf fish. He's related to the lionfish. His dorsal spines work the same way. If you push down on any one of them, you can get stung. His pectoral fins also have little clawed hooks on them. They also carry the venom. The red mandarin back there, as pretty as it is and as goby as it is, it's also covered in venomous spines. Directly underneath the tip of each fin, there's a spine that will lay a serious hurt on you. And then the one that everybody actually needs to watch out for is the sea goblin. This guy down here in the sand.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
He gets a hold of you. It's not a bee sting. You're going to the hospital for a couple days.
Man, it's an incredible looking fish.
No matter what.
So what's that venom do? Is that just a lot of pain involved, or?
The venom that they have is meant to cause so much pain that it puts you in a shock. That just shuts down the nervous system.
Oh, okay.
It's more defense than predatory.
Wow.
Their predatory skills occur when they open their mouth and vacuum in anything within a radius. That's how they feed. How they protect themselves is with their venom.
That's neat.
Does it have to be, when you go to the hospital, they have to give you something for that?
They just give you a bunch of massive amounts of antibiotics and pump you full of morphine until you can't feel it anymore.
So it won't kill you though?
There's a potential, but it's pretty low.
bigger they are.
The smaller you are. The more of you there is, the more you dilute the venom.
Went ahead and killed the audio. Felt like the conversation in the background that ensued was taken away from enjoying the video. But I do like learning about the venomous fish. I like learning about all venoms, but of course I specialize in reptiles and some invertebrates. These guys are totally out of my league. I honestly don't know much about them at all. But some of these saltwater fish are just drop dead gorgeous. And I mean, look at this guy walking around. Such an interesting critter, even if he is slightly toxic. Beautiful little thing. Saltwater fish are just so cool. I mean, there's some freshwater fish that are neat too, but I think saltwater is where it's at. Never actually set up a saltwater tank, but I've been pondering it. I have the tank, I've just never done it, never taken the time out. These guys are beautiful. I mean, look at that coloration. There's a nice lionfish there. I have to stop the video right there. If you don't want to see nature in action, go ahead and skip past this part of the video by going down into the description and clicking on the timestamp. Otherwise, we're about to feed some live feeder fish to some saltwater fish. You're going to get to see these guys do what they do best. Anyway, cue the suspenseful music. So as many of you all know, I'm sure, these feeder goldfish actually have thiaminase in them, which causes thiamine deficiency, which isn't good in really anything. But I wasn't sure if this crossed over to fish the same way it does reptiles, as I know 90% of reptiles out there should not eat goldfish. But they actually told me here in the store that this is just a treat. They did this just for the filming. They don't normally feed them goldfish. But it's pretty interesting watching these guys hunt for sure. I mean, this eel is a little savage. Fast. It is impressive. The big red fish in the back, which I have no clue what it is. Of course, if any of you guys know, comment down below. I'd love to know. Is very fast, but very camera shy. I think he's seen the lens, thought it was a giant eyeball, and decided to stay behind his rock for the most part of this video. Of course, right out of frame of the shot, there he is taking one of the fish. Totally missed it. I think the first time I've missed a great image like that, of course. If you've ever seen my old Gaboon Viper feeding videos. This little fish's teeth are quite impressive. I mean, they just chow down on this goldfish. Pretty crazy. Almost reminds me of watching like the puffer fish feeding videos, which they also have a huge puffer fish in this video that you will see here in a little while. Those guys are savages as well. Very interesting to watch them eat. So this is a pretty cool tank. They actually have a spectacled caiman back there, spec caiman as they're more commonly referred to. And then they have a dwarf caiman here. Can't really tell if it's Trigonotus or the Paleosuchus pabrosus. You'd have to look at the scoots on the back, and I just couldn't see them very well with the glare and everything. Here's our alligator tank with some red-eared sliders. Of course, alligators don't mind the red-eared sliders. Red-eared sliders don't really mind the alligators. They get along pretty well. Here's a beautiful discus tank. Yet again, I love the planted tanks here. Absolutely gorgeous. Just so much to look at. Baby red-bellied piranha. Here's some salt water, of course. They had a wide range of corals. And here's the king right here, the Nile Crocodile, the second largest reptile on Earth. They're asking $5,000 for this animal. He is good size and he is beautiful, perfect in every way. But they also get to be 1,200 to 1,500 pounds, confirmed man-eaters from Africa. These guys are a handful. I've raised a couple and they are crazy to try to hold on to. Here's some of the facts that they have wrote down about them. Up to 20 foot long. I don't know if they've actually ever found a 20 foot long Nile croc. There was Gustav that they never truly got an accurate measurement on, but such an impressive animal regardless. Of course, that's something that you would need a lot of research, you know, and really have the means to take care of that animal. I mean, so many people don't. But luckily enough, they have them priced a little high, so not just anybody can buy them. So here's quite a few more different types of cichlids, some red-bellied piranhas. I like the piranhas. The piranhas are neat. I could sit here and look at the corals for hours. They're absolutely beautiful. There's just so much going on. So this is a large Matamata turtle, which is a turtle actually found in the Amazon. And they're pretty neat because their head actually looks like a leaf. And whenever a fish swims up, they'll just suck up all the water surrounding the fish and take them all in and then push the water back out. Very interesting feeders. Some beautiful cichlids here. Love the blue and yellow mixture of colors. Just gorgeous. Some green iguanas, I do believe a red iguana up top. The reptiles were, there weren't a huge plethora of reptiles here at this time. They said that they were getting more in. They were just a little low in stock. Of course, that's a boa constrictor back there I just skipped over. Here's a really nice pink-toed or metallic pink-toed tarantula out scurrying around. It's actually a pretty big tarantula in real life. Had some good size to it. Had an Asian forest scorpion here, also on the move. Well, trying to be. And of course the Vietnamese centipede. Beautiful, huge, very intimidating. It's one bug I really don't like all that much. Some normal crested geckos. Amazon tree boa. Some cute little uromastics. Nice green day geckos. Little baby Salcata tortoises. It's the third largest tortoise species in the world. These guys can get up to 225, 250 pounds. Big Colorado river toads. These guys are very impressive. Good looking animals too. A nice Argentine black and white tegu in shed. That's why he's kind of flaky. This is some species of Aqua. This is the Asian box turtle. I'm not real good on my different species or subspecies. It's a hingeback tortoise sleeping. Nice veiled chameleon. Cute little guys. Had quite a few of those available. Just some beautiful planted tanks. Some of them are massive planted tanks. Other ones they have tiny little ones that you'll get to see here soon. This is a big old pufferfish. It's the biggest pufferfish I've ever seen in real life. These guys, like I said, are pretty ferocious feeders too. These guys really need to watch. They don't look real agile, but they sure are cool. They have good personalities to them. I mean, look at them big old buggy eyes. Too bad he's so expensive. That'd be a neat animal to add to the collection. Of course, all the little corals in their frac tank. Very neat to see. And a wide selection, needless to say. You know, honestly, from looking at all the pictures online, I thought this pet store was going to be huge. It really wasn't that huge, but the amount of stuff that they had in there was very impressive. I mean, they had wall-to-wall aquariums and fish, and just very impressive how they had everything set up. I love these tiny little tanks, planted beautifully. I mean, just absolutely perfect. Here's something I've actually been getting into here a little bit more recently, is some crabs. Those back there are little fiddler crabs, and here's some little red crabs. I'm not exactly sure what species that is. I'm only keeping the brackish water, and these are fully marine, so I'm not real familiar with them, but they're just very vibrant, very interesting little critters. Anyway, we're back at the front of the store where they have the Albino Arowana. Me and my co-pilot Sammy Boy over there inside the corner do appreciate you guys coming with us on this journey. We enjoy taking a look at these pet stores that have some off-the-wall critters. And of course, you can always come to my channel and check out the animals that I keep and work with. And also, you can join us next week as we take a look at another pet store that happens to have the deadliest snake on earth on display. So hopefully you guys will come check that out. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe and bell notification. You guys have a wonderful week.